Welcome to Video Game Halloween Breakfast.
So this morning I'm gonna have some woeful waffles and some scary sausages and some monster milk, which is basically just 1% milk. Alright, what am I dressed up as? I don't know either, but it's the only thing I could find. Last night it was much scarier. Look. See, that was terrifying. This morning I'm the lumberjack guy with a weird mustache from like the 40s. Let's get into it. I'm eating pumpkin waffles. I mentioned these before. They're from Target. Target didn't pay me any money to say that, but they're there and cheap, so I'm saying you should get them. Starting with the Halloween theme. Dead Rising 3 has a Halloween trailer. Let's check it out, if we dare. That's pretty gory, actually. I'm gonna tone it down there a bit. Cutting people in half. I'm trying to eat here. Are you like me where you like Halloween or The Shining? Creepy stuff that's horror? Not, I've cut off all of your body parts. Deal with that. You know it's creepy. The Pokemon Esper from Pokemon X and Y. Look at that guy. His little googly eyes. And of course, for Halloween, the internet can do anything with anything, so they made all these things. Esper! That's creepy. I'm sorry, you won't be able to get those images out of your head. Or when you look at him now when you're playing Pokemon XY, you're gonna be like, Esper! Here's some creepy screenshots from the new Dark Souls 2. Ooh, that place looks creepy. That other place also looks creepy. So there's some scary images for you. Deal with that. I mean, you know what's the scariest part of Dark Souls 2? How many times you're gonna get killed. Hey, think you have the dreaded T-Virus? Well, I got something for you. No, it's not Monster Milk. It's this. ToyWiz.com has 2 edible fixes for you. Resident Evil Mints and Energy Drink. How in the world is that gonna help you? You have the T-Virus. Your breath is gonna smell great, and you're gonna have a lot of energy? That doesn't help anybody with anything. Hey, do you want to play some Halloween games, but don't need all those startle scare games, but you just want something really creepy? Games Radar made a little list of really cool games. You should check it out. For today, you can play them. There's some really cool games in there, and they're like, just eerie. So, they don't have to be like, oh no, something jumped out at me. Although, at first Resident Evil, when the dog jumps out, it's pretty scary. A couple of things not so scary. Transition from fearful to not fearful. Nintendo has talked about being in the smartphone business, and we've reported that here on the show. But that scared us. But now we don't have to be so scared. How many times can I say scared? Because David Gibson has reported that Nintendo is just going to use the smartphones for promoting its games. Another thing not so scary, these pumpkin waffles, is after 2013 is over, you're no longer going to have to turn down your handheld game systems when you're on an airplane. You know how they're like, you should turn that off. And I'm like, I have to save this game. You don't understand how many hours this took. And they're all like, I'm serious, I'll come back. And then they do come back and they're like, I told you. And you're like, well, in 2014, we don't do that anymore. They said, you know what? We figured it out. Our plane is fine when you have your DS on, so let's go for it. Delightful. That was some great woeful waffles and scary sausage. Terrifyingly terrific. Special announcement time. I mentioned this all week. We were talking about something that we're going to mention today on Halloween. It's a spooky announcement. Video Game Breakfast is going to move over to Gaming Vlog Network on the YouTubes next week. So starting next week, you'll see our show, and now I'm setting to an accent, I'm not sure why. You'll see our show over at Gaming Vlog Network, GVN, and we're VGB. So that seems to work out just fine. But I do say I think I should talk like this for the rest of the show. This fits my mustache, doesn't it? So we're really excited. We're going to be on GVN. Just stay tuned. Next Monday you'll see us over there. Don't worry though, if you follow us in the playlist that's here on the Mini Life YouTube, you'll still be able to see the shows because I'll put the shows right in that playlist. So no worries. Now I'm going to stop doing this voice. Happy Halloween! Oh, one more thing. I'm kidding with you. That's all the scares for this show.
Or is it?
Without the hat, I actually look like I should be in like some sort of old war. The enemy is upon us. We must hide our paintings in that wall over there and then shoot. We should go on the offensive. Also, I'm French.